To follow a multi-step plan, an agent has to remember what it's already done, what it learned, and what the goal even was. Sounds easy, but remember, the language model underneath has a limited context window, a short memory. So memory in agents is trickier than you'd expect, and getting it right is what separates a goldfish from a real assistant. Welcome back to AI in 5. Just like us, agents have two kinds of memory: short-term or working memory, which holds what's happening right now, the current task and recent steps, and long-term memory, a durable store of knowledge and past results it can pull from later. Short-term is the scratch pad on your desk. Long-term is the filing cabinet behind you. Agents need both, and they work very differently. Let's separate them clearly. Short-term memory lives right in the model's context window, the recent steps, observations, and the goal, all sitting in front of the model as it reasons. It's fast, but limited in size. Long-term memory lives outside the model, in a database or file, where it can persist across many steps and even across sessions, and gets pulled back in only when relevant. Limited and live versus vast and stored. And here's the catch we met back in the foundations. The context window has a hard limit. On a long task with dozens of steps, all those thoughts and observations pile up and eventually overflow the window. The oldest stuff falls out, and the agent literally forgets what it did 10 steps ago, or even the original goal. Without a fix, agents get amnesia on exactly the long tasks where you needed them most. So how do agents fight the forgetting? A few smart moves. They summarize their progress periodically, compressing 20 messy steps into a tidy paragraph that fits easily. They store important results in long-term memory, outside the window, so nothing critical is lost. And they keep the goal and the current plan pinned in view at all times, so they never lose the plot. Compress, store, and stay anchored to the goal. And this should sound familiar, because long-term memory is basically RAG pointed at the agent's own experience. The agent saves important facts and results into a store. Later, when it needs them, it searches that memory, retrieves just the relevant bits, and pulls them back into its working context to reason with. Store, search, retrieve, use. The exact retrieval machinery we built last module now gives our agent a real, searchable memory. Not everything deserves to be remembered, so what's worth storing? The goal and the current plan, always. Key results and decisions the agent has made. Important facts about the user or task, like preferences it should respect. And crucially, what's already been tried and failed, so it doesn't loop back and repeat the same mistake. Good memory isn't hoarding everything. It's keeping the things that actually shape the next decision. Why does memory matter this much? Because it's what lets an agent stay consistent across a long task instead of contradicting itself. It lets the agent learn within a session, building on earlier findings rather than starting fresh each step. And with persistent memory, it can even pick up where it left off across sessions, like a colleague who remembers yesterday's conversation. Memory is what makes an agent feel continuous, not amnesiac. So memory is the upgrade from goldfish to colleague. Without it, an agent forgets, repeats itself, and falls apart on anything long. With short-term focus, long-term storage, and retrieval to tie them together, it becomes something that genuinely accumulates context and gets better as it works. The model gives raw intelligence, but memory gives it continuity, and continuity is what real tasks demand. So agents juggle short-term working memory and long-term stored memory, using summarizing and retrieval to beat the forgetting problem, which keeps them consistent on long tasks. Memory is what the agent knows. Next, we look at where the agent operates and what it's allowed to touch. Tomorrow, the agent's environment. See you tomorrow on AI in 5.